this is my stairwell. Stairwell? Stairway. Stairway? Stairwell. Stairs. These are my stairs. Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm Grace of Goodness Gracious, and this is my stairwell. When I found out that we were going into lockdown at the end of December, I walked my last client up the stairs, out the door, and ripped the carpet off on my way back down. Then I removed the carpet tacks. Then I filled in all the holes. Then I sanded everything. Then I painted the stringers white, and then I thought I should make a video about this. So, let's pick up where I left off, and if you want to see how our stairs went from this to modern wooden slabs, stay tuned. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I, like Kevin, really enjoy working in the shop. However, when it comes to precision work like this, it's definitely a Kevin job because he is firmly of the belief that you always measure twice and cut once. Whereas I prefer to measure once, cut 4 times, run out of material, get frustrated, go to Home Depot, buy more wood, come back home, and start all over again. Anywho, Kevin had cut off the bullnose of each step, so it's a little rough, so he's just using a piece of scrap wood so he can take measurements of the depth of each step. Now he's taking those measurements and he's cutting what will be the new bullnose for each step. And he's leaving them all about 1 inch longer than he measured, so that once they're all put together, he can go back and measure each step individually so they all fit in their own little pocket perfectly. And now he's taking the boards and ripping them all down to 1.5 inches so that each step appears to be 1.5 inches tall. But it's an illusion. After weighing the pros and cons, we decided to go with 1/2 inch plywood for the stair toppers. This is the first time I've ever noticed how much Kevin looks like AJ from the Backstreet Boys. I never would have guessed it at the time, but AJ did in fact grow up to be the hot one. Or maybe I'm just biased. He's using a Craig jig to attach the stair topper. Let's just make that one word. The stopper to the bullnose to make it appear as though it's one solid piece of wood. And he's just going to sand it all down and get it nice and smooth before he attaches the bullnose to the stopper. And he's going to glue it up using his fingers to spread it, because your fingers are the best spreader. I'm just attaching all my words today. Much like he's attaching the bullnose to the stopper. And then you can go ahead and use a damp rag to remove all the excess glue. And then you can go ahead and repeat all of that 9 more times. Kevin made this little jig so that he can put it on each individual step and then tighten it when it fits in there perfectly, because our house is really old, so nothing is actually square. So each step has to be measured individually for the stair topper to fit. So then he can take the jig once it's all tightened out to the shop and trace it on the step. And that way each step fits into its own little pocket like it was made for it. Because it was made for it. That is literally the whole point of this. Now that the stair topper fits width-wise, he can put it on top and then trace out where he needs to trim off some of the depth so that it can sit flush against the riser. This is probably my 15th take trying to explain that, and I don't think I can make it any more clear than that. So I hope that makes sense. Watching will probably make more sense than listening to me talk. Ooh, shh, this is me. It's my turn. That's my hand. I am staining the steps. And of course, being such a high traffic area, you want to make sure you have a good thick top coat on the steps so you don't ruin all your hard work with muddy boots. What took the longest of this whole project was waiting for these vinyl planks to come back in stock, because I had stained the steps specifically to match the basement flooring, which the old owners actually did, so it was a little tricky to hunt this down and then, of course, wait for it to come back in stock and wait and wait and wait a little longer. And then it finally came back in stock, so we went and got some and Kevin could complete the project. They're much less comfortable for laying on. Ow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a lot of fun to watch Kevin do. Don't forget to stay tuned for part 2, where we do all the finishing touches. I'm gonna put a runner down the stairs as much as it breaks my heart to cover this up. We do have a baby, and I don't want him falling down the stairs when he's old enough to walk. And we're also gonna need a new coat rack because that one's pretty dated, and this wall is gonna come out at some point. I feel like I could make an entire playlist of the finishing touches around this house. Maybe I should. Thank you guys again so much for watching and supporting my little tiny channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.